This video is fair use under Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976. Now let the chaos begin.
Interesting. Sure feels like we've been fed a bunch of beans. The reality is, though, doesn't matter. There's no accountability for people unless, of course, you've got an audience that jumps from creator to creator, whoever's trying to hold someone accountable. I was going to sit here and give you my opinion on things and break it down the way I saw it. But for what? For what? To give these other channels something to cover? My opinion doesn't matter. Reality is, your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Matter of fact, nobody's opinion fucking matters. Every time someone, man, I can point shit out left and right, up and down. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So my response is fuck them. Feed them silence. Feed them ice. No, I'm good. I think all of this is part of the plan. I think all of this was part of the plan. My opinion, don't give a damn. But remember, I'm crazy and all this other shit, so don't listen to me. Damn, Charming gifted a sub, and that went to Kickbot. Kickbot, welcome to the Rooster Squad. But yeah, to get back to my point, what the fuck does it do me any good to talk about this shit anymore? Why? What? There's no figuring anything out. This shit's been figured out, but then we get sidetracked by all the extra shit. You know, it's you know, it is what it is. And there is no figuring out things that, in my opinion, are manicured or manufactured. You just can't you can't win against that. And if you notice, the creators that have the hardest time are the ones that don't group up with other creators, that don't ride the coattails of other situations. One of those people being Crabtree. You know, it just is what it is. If you're not, well, a little bit, Crabtree kind of joined up with people, but that's not the point. At the end of the day, I think that if you don't join up with one of these cliques, then inevitably you're going to become a target. And when you get enough people that can start pushing the same agenda, there's no fighting against it. And, you know, so sitting here and trying to figure out who did what and what's the big conspiracy and all this shit, it's for nothing. It literally is for nothing. It does nothing. It doesn't fix anything. Motherfuckers want to talk about be honest, tell the truth while fucking lying to themselves. Like, I don't know. You can't fight against that nonsense. You just can't. You just can't. So if you give your energy, like I've given my energy to it, and still get absolutely nowhere but looking more like a worse guy, yeah, I'm good. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, it's all a fucking joke. I do. I think there are a group of people and creators that are absolutely causing, creating, manicuring, manifesting all this fucking shit. And anybody who goes against whatever the plan is, even if those people you think you're cool with, whatever it is that the plan is, if you go against it, you're fucked. Imagine hating a creator whose whole goal is to help other people. Imagine spreading hate about a creator who literally tries to constantly give back to their community. But no. But all of this shit has been me getting blamed for other people's shit. And then, of course, me reacting like a fucking moron sometimes. I wish I didn't, but it is what it is. And then when you act like that and you respond like that, then inevitably people are going to use those types of things because they know they can get a response out of you. And then you become someone's useful idiot, or you become people's useful idiot. And nobody wants to feel like someone or some people's useful idiot. You know? I think I'm genuinely one of the only people that I know creator wise that absolutely wants to see everybody do well, but somehow that doesn't come across, you know? And mind you, I hope y'all realize that the majority of y'all this absolutely isn't too. And it's not to any one person or people in particular. It's just in general. You cannot sit back and look at all this and say to yourself, oh yeah, this is normal. The way all this is playing out is normal. It don't work like that. You know, it simply doesn't work like that. You can't have this many coincidences and it not be something else. But once again, trying to even, you know, trying to, never mind. I know that y'all support me and I don't question that. You know what I mean? Especially my core, what is it? 25 women I own. Shit. But, you know, this is pointless. Everything about this is pointless. Firing up alive and talking about trying to defend yourself, pointless. Telling the truth in anything on social media, pointless. It's pointless. If I haven't learned anything, I've learned this one thing. People who tell the truth don't make it on social media because there's way more liars than there are truth tellers, and the liars will snuff the truthful people out. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, why? I don't know why you people continue to push this. Be honest, be honest. If you make a mistake, take responsibility for it, blah, blah, blah. Because when people actually do that, y'all just use that shit to shit on them more. Y'all don't want people to fucking grow. You don't want people to be better people. You don't want people to recognize where they might have stepped out of line or said something they shouldn't have said, acknowledge it and move on. People don't want that. So quit lying to your audiences and telling them that's what you want when you don't want that. Y'all don't want, you know, toxicity to be taken off of YouTube because, or anywhere else for that matter, because if it is, then you have nothing to cover. Y'all don't want BJ off of fucking YouTube. Every time y'all get close, one of y'all come in, scoop in, and save the day. Y'all got to keep her there because that's your money pit. You can't make no money if you don't cover her. That's not a bad thing either. If your channel is built around covering one creator, why would you want that creator to fucking be taken off the internet? Then your channel's done. People make more money off of keeping her over there than they ever would taking her off. And they realize that when they kick Clue off, in my opinion. And once again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't think it was BJ that had her channel taken down. But it doesn't matter. Because just remember, anything you saw or heard today, as soon as tomorrow hits, it's up for grabs as far as if it actually happened or it didn't, depending on what group is controlling the narrative that week. And that's not one side or another side. That's in whole, in my opinion.